Joseph Dean, a weathered farmer, gripped the steering wheel, his knuckles white. Chicago. A concrete jungle awaited, a stark contrast to the sprawling fields of Tennessee he left behind. Long, a young, ambitious lawyer, watched the Chicago skyline shrink in his rearview mirror. His destination, a forgotten town in rural Tennessee, a place untouched by time. The city lights blurred in Joseph's vision, each siren a shriek in the night. He felt a gnawing unease, a creeping sense of displacement. Long, enveloped by the quiet hum of crickets, felt a chill run down his spine. The stillness was unnerving, the darkness pregnant with unseen eyes. Joseph met Sarah, a waitress with eyes that held ancient wisdom. Her words echoed his own long-forgotten thoughts. Long encountered Caleb, a weathered farmer with eyes that mirrored his own anxieties. Caleb spoke of dreams, of a life lived elsewhere. Days bled into weeks. Joseph found himself drawn to places he'd never been, compelled by a force he couldn't explain. Each day felt like an echo of the last. Long, battling insomnia, was haunted by visions of a life he knew he'd never lived, yet felt intimately familiar. The Loop, a date on a crumpled newspaper, February 12th, 2025, the day it all began. Joseph's blood ran cold. He remembered the unease, the wrongness of that day. Long stared at the calendar on the wall, his own blood turning to ice. February 12th, the day he left Chicago, the day he drove into this nightmare. They met, drawn together by an invisible thread, a shared sense of dread, of being trapped in a repeating nightmare. Joseph, resigned to his fate, saw no escape. Long, fueled by a desperate hope, refused to believe their lives were merely echoes. They discovered an old book, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and rituals. The answer, they realized, lay in confronting the force that held them captive. They had to become the architects of their own reality. Following the book's instructions, they stood at the edge of town, where the asphalt met the dirt road. A mirror image, a choice to make. Joseph, weary, stepped onto the familiar dirt road. Long, taking a deep breath, stepped onto the asphalt.